not like janitorial. You were starting the janitorial and then you saw someone painting. So you did that, and then you recognize that you're in a building and there's more, you can do more than just the janitorial. Is that how that started, or was that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, in the beginning, it was Ipro Cleaning Services, and we actually did some residential. You can kind of see the logo. We still have a house that's here.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kept the logo the same because it's out there and people know what it is now. But I think when you put like cleaning services or cleaning or janitorial in your name, I think that kind of limits you to what type of services that you can offer. Or if somebody's on Google or looking at your website and that's what they see is cleaning services, I think just in their mind, and it's just an assumption that that's what they think, that all you do is cleaning. But when you put something on like building services or building maintenance, that kind of opens it up. So a procurement manager or facility manager is going to see that. And I think that holds more value because building services, it doesn't really tell you all the services that we do, but it could be limitless, meaning something to do with the building. So, here we get snow, so we can plow your parking lots. If you need landscaping, if you need your walls painted, if you need minor handyman stuff. So it just opens the doors for a lot of opportunities for us.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually, I mean, really good advice. I was in the early 2000s gonna start my own company, but I had the young kids and all that stuff, so I decided not to do that. But I had going around a bunch of different commercial cleaning companies that I knew of, and letting them know I was thinking about doing this and talking to them. And I always got the best advice I ever got. This guy said to me, "Don't call it janitorial cleaning, call it facility services, building
Mm-hmm.
services, facility service." But he said exactly that. He goes, "You might want to branch out." I made that mistake, so I was always kind of aware of that, and that's great advice for people that are watching this. That are, a lot of people watching this are starting off. They've got a few accounts, what have you. And it's a great thing for to not necessarily pigeonhole yourself. You might stay in janitorial for maybe a year or two, maybe whatever. But
Right.
you're right. If it says janitorial or cleaning, I myself, that's all you do, right?
Yep.
And so that's just a great thing. And it's always like I always think back to a friend of mine got a company in Canada called Jim's Mowing. And one day he said he was going to go do snow removal and put up Christmas lights. And I was like, and that's when I realized it was a landscaping business, right? It was,
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just mowing. I was always, so yeah, so that's great advice. So from sales, you kind of did it, almost like, more the traditional, like a lot of people that we've interviewed, they started off with going to a lot of networking events and stuff. They kind of didn't want to, or for whatever reason didn't knock on the doors. So you actually started by actually knocking on the doors and facing massive rejection. Um,
Yes.
Perfect. So you got the business going, and so that's the sales aspect. From a marketing standpoint.